with us all the beautiful work you have done around the world. Dear friends and colleagues, I want to thank you very, very, very much. I want to thank from all my heart to Mrs. Aicha Wassef, Director of the New Horizons School and the promoter of this beautiful, incredible program, Hamsa. This program, I promise, we will take it to the world. This is my promise. And I want to thank everybody to help with this program, your team, wonderful team, the school, the nice contribution of our team too, as Dr. Ibrahim Elkani, Kernavi, Mrs. Noah Haki, thank you to be here, and Leah, Jeanne, Sacha, thank you. And I want to thank especially to Mrs. Magda Saki. She's not here, but last year she invited me to the Arab State Leagues, and we had a speech over there with education, and that time it was education, a seed for peace. And now the seed is a wonderful tree in 1 year. In 1 year. Peace with oneself, peace with the other, and peace with nature, among others, and we will see that this morning. I have a question. Where do we start peace? Where is the starting point of peace?
Ourselves.
Yeah, inside. This is a key point. We start inside. That's why we are all involved with the inside peace.
الحقيقة زي ما بقول أول ما جيت I didn't know what this was all about. Then I found إنه إيماني بالpeace education was part of me. And Aicha saw it, I guess, through some of the programs I presented. I have always believed in all the things that were presented. Respect, tolerance. Tolerance حاجة احنا محتاجين لها بشكل غير معقول النهارده بالذات. We need tolerance to understand one another, tolerance to accept one another. And this is what peace education, I hope, can do. This is what we need now more than ever. More than ever. And if peace education, it is needed, it is needed, it is needed. في كل لحظة من اللحظات. دي حاجة من الحاجات. ولو نوصل عشان ناخد الاوكي من فوق، انا مستعد اجي مع اي حاجه دي او اي حاجه دول and just try and give the push to make them accept something like this and try it. I don't want to talk anymore except to say thank you for this opportunity. Keep the good work up and keep the smiles on those kids' faces. Thank you.
يمكن هاي التجربة الثانية إلي مع المدارس أو مع الطلاب. كان عندي تجربة قبل 20 سنة بمدرسة بالأردن. لكن بالنسبة إلي هاي التجربة يمكن كانت أثرت فيي أكثر بشغلي مع الطلاب بأعمار مختلفة، لأنه الموضوع كان مختلف المرة هاي. قيم السلام، أنا شايف إنه البرنامج إجا بوقته. إحنا بعد الربيع العربي أو سنوات الربيع العربي صار في عنا عنف، أو صار في ناس تحسها أنها دائما متوترة، أو في يعني العلاقات ما عادتش مثل الأول. فأنا شايفة إنه البرنامج طلع من مدرسة نيو هورايزن كان بوقته. الجيل هذا محتاجه كتير. فكرة إنه ننشره بالمدارس حتى أنا شايفتها فكرة إيجابية كتير. ينتشر بالمدارس وبنفس الوقت إنه يستمر، يكون في استمرارية له، لأنه أنا مش شايف إنه رح يكون فعال لو طبقناه لفترة معينة، لسمستر أو لسنة واحدة وبعدين وقفناه. لازم يكون زيه، أنا بقول زي باقي الحصص بالمدرسة، يفضل فيه له استمرارية، ونبتدي فيه من العمر الصغير لحتى آخر سنة بالمدرسة. أنا مآمنة بكوتيشن دائما طول عمري معاي بالنسبة للطلاب، إنه give them somewhere to stand and they will move the earth. أنا من خبرتي معاهم بالسمستر هذا للستودنتس، كل واحد فيهم بتلاقيه، اكتشفت إنه كل واحد فيهم مميز بشغلة، مميز بموهبة معينة. وكنت أشوف إنه هم مش بيستغلوا، يعني كأنه عم بيجسدوا المواهب اللي عندهم أو الأشياء المميزين فيها عندهم بالبرنامج. لكن أنا شايفة في تأثير ولو بسيط على المدى البعيد، إنه في نوعا ما من تقبلنا للآخر، تقبلنا لبعض إحنا داخل المدرسة. صار في عندهم نوع من إنه تفهم اللي قدامهم، ظروفه، طريقة تكوينه، شخصيته، الباك جراوند تبعه. بتمنى إنه البرنامج يستمر، ما يوقف، وبتمنى انه كل المدارس تعمله من العمر الصغير، خلينا نقول من KG لحد اخر سنه دراسيه.
How do you think the Peace Programme would help you as an individual when you get out into the real world? So imagine in 10 years' time, what do you think you'll be like as a result of this programme?
Confident, I believe, is the most important thing I've earned or actually got from this program. Throughout all the activities, I've cooperated with people. I've actually learned to work as a team, something I used to have a problem with in the beginning. I also, through that, I started to have confidence in myself. I felt like I was making a difference. So I believe in 10 years' time, because of one of the experiences I had in the Peace Culture program, I hope that I would be the goodwill ambassador for the UNICEF.
Yassine, how do you think this Peace Programme has helped you as an individual, especially when you think about when you will go out into the real world, what you will be like in 10 years' time as a young man? How do you think this Peace Programme has affected you?
Actually, it affected me that I've learned how to be peaceful with people, how to communicate with people, to feel relaxed, to as the one who came and played the singing bowl, I knew what does it mean, the relaxation. I knew the meaning of relaxation, not just relax your back or something like this. I knew how to be peaceful, how to relax. I've learned many things, so I can teach or tell people about.
طبعا احنا في الايام اللي فاتت ايام الثورات كان بسلبياتها وايجابياتها هي اللي احنا اتعلمنا نحب بلدنا. انا من الناس اللي بحب التراب، انا مش عارف التراب بلدي، يعني مش بحب بلدي بس، بحب التراب، بحب كل الناس، بحب اي حد ماشي في الشارع انا ما اعرفوش بحبه، وبخاف على بلدي جدا. ومن جوايا لو جيت في وقت ان انا اموت في بلدي مش هتاخر. ونفسي يكون كل الاجيال اللي هو اولادي وبنتي نفس الاجيال واولادي والبنات يعني يبقى عندهم نفس الاحساس، يحبوا بلدنا، نحب بلدنا جدا، هتبقى احسن بلد. كل البلاد اللي اتقدمت كل اللي فيها بيحبوها، وفي ناس بيحبوها قلوبهم، وفي ناس بيحبوها عشان قوانين قوية جدا، فلو خليفها هيدفع مش عارف ايه فبيلتزم. طيب لكن احنا عايزين نحب بلدنا كل قلبنا عشان تبقى بلدنا دي احسن بلد.
The New Horizon Peace Culture program has been very much part of school life now for 2 years. Did you notice any difference in the school environment during this time?
Honestly, I have. When I was here last year, I saw there was a bit of tension between students and they didn't really understand how to express themselves, so they chose different ways to do it through either hitting or fighting or arguing or any of that. And once the program, the peace program was instilled or introduced with the students, they kind of learned how to react differently, how to try to understand the situation rather than react by hitting or fighting. They would talk to the student, why is this person acting this way? How does he feel? They became a bit more empathetic. So I definitely feel that generally there's been a difference within the students in the past 2 years.
How did you find the experience of this Peace Culture program as a mentor at the school?
Honestly, it helped me a lot. I personally believe in peace, and I believe there are ways to react towards things in a calmly, fashionable way. I also think that it's important for students and teachers to respect each other, to try to understand each other, to understand that there are reasons behind every action and every reaction. So it's good to learn how to react towards it, if you understand what I mean. By cooperating with each other, respecting each other, showing kindness, compassion, and these are things I feel are very important.
Do you think it's a good idea to introduce the peace program to all schools, and if so, why?
Yes, definitely in all schools, because at a time where media is always portraying and promoting violence and shedding light on violence, we need to shed light on more positive things in our lives. And we need to, let's say, foster these values, because this is part of our humanity, and part of being humane is to have these values. So I strongly believe that as we are keen to develop, let's say, our schools and the academic level, we also should focus on the human being person, not only to invest in his education, but to invest in him as a human being, as a person, to make sure these values are carried on and passed on from generation to generation.
Do you think it's a good idea to introduce the Peace Culture program to all schools, and if so, why?
It's not a good idea, it's a must idea actually. We are late to speak about this. It should be a main subject. It should be a main subject, so that we are going to make students think in a different way, as I said in the beginning, not only for main subjects. School is not only for teaching math, science, chemistry, those stuff. No, school is for attitude, for characters. We are building those children. So it must be a main subject in all the world, in all other schools. It's good that we are starting something like that. And it's very good that we are going to introduce it to different schools, so that they are going to, if many schools have the same idea, I'm sure 100% Egypt will be a perfect country. And this is our target actually. We are teaching students so that they are going to make a difference. Without peace, it's not good to be smart without being caring, or it's not good to be smart without making difference in a place where you are.
Do you think it's a good idea to introduce this peace program to all schools, and if so, why?
I think it's very important because those aren't only school values, those are values of life. So as a mother, as a teacher, you should actually raise your children upon those values before you actually raise them on the academic level of learning how to write and how to speak and how to study. So those values have to be in everyone. So to introduce the program, I think it has to be introduced even from the early stages, like in foundation and in kindergarten. So they actually, when they start actually knowing about the program, they would instantly deal with the program when they grow up, like when they're, let's say, in their 20s or the 30s. It's going to become a part of their character, not something that they should learn.
Omar, you've been part of the peace program at the school now for 2 years. Did you notice any difference in the school environment during this time?
Yes, but not very much. That it's very peaceful. Like still, some fights might happen, but not a lot. Some people started to spread peace and love, and some people started to stop being bad. And if a fight happened, or just two people had a fight together, they got mad. The wrong person who did something wrong, he admits it, and what really happened. He admits it and says, I did that and that and that wrong.
Amina, how do you find the experience of the peace program at the school?
I found it amazing. It made me look at the world in a different way. It made me peaceful. I was stressed out a lot. It made me peaceful. It made me realize stuff that I hadn't realized before, and it made me want to change the world. That why not spread peace to everyone?
And Omar, how was your experience being part of this peace program?
I really liked it, and just felt like I've changed a lot in a better way. I just started not to get nervous fast, just to hear if I'm wrong, to just say sorry, and how to judge carefully. Like if I have problem with two people, I just know how to judge carefully.
And do you think it's a good idea to introduce the peace program to all schools, and why?
Nowadays in school, it's common to bully each other, just to call names, to keep on teasing, to hit each other. Like if we just get this peace program in all schools, maybe those students realize that what they're doing is wrong and just stop hurting other people's feelings. Second thing is when they just grow up, next generations, when nowadays we have just lots of problems in our countries, and just people like this and don't like each other. No, when we just might grow up, we just love each other and just don't start any problems. Like if someone has a different idea, we shouldn't make a very big problem or issue about this. We could just deal with it without ruining our country.
Okay, thank you Omar, thank you Amina.
Thank you.
Me and Miss Aicha sat down, I remember very well at the beginning of the year, and worked this out, and it was from scratch. Everything you've seen today was from scratch, created by the school. And the teachers, this is extra to their normal duties, by the way. There's 22 of them that took part as the mentors. They had assistants as well. And in fact, when the students come in today, they're the ones that are escorting them today as well. So it's been a lot of hard work and interesting work, but it's interesting to see how it's paid off today. And I feel proud actually as the school principal, very much as I